Most of the people of the world are getting concerned about some certain species are getting extinct thanks to all the overpopulation and all the things that human being is doing to preserve our habitat, but we aren't actually wondering how is this affect our habitat really, because the animals are part of this habitat and we are killing it, so we are killing human beings. We have interviewed some people that at the end will go and see and say their opinions about how we can help the environment and how we can help to stop killing these habitats. Sure, there are being laws that are saying that the animals are being protected, but how sure are we that these laws are protective? Researchers have found it that most of the animals in Australia are being extincted, since one of the most ancient lizards are right now dead and extinct. These lizards have been there in Australia since the European conquest, and right now there isn't any lizards. Right now, people are fighting for protect these animals, such in China as protective the pandas, and some people are getting favor and want to kill more of these animals to fabricate furs such as crocodile furs as Hermes uses, and panda furs, and most furs that right now these animals doesn't exist. So we have to do something to prevent these animals to keep dying and to keep extinct, because at the end of the day they are the part of the food chain, and if we don't complete the stage of the food chain, so what will happen? Because at the end of the day we are human beings and human beings are representative in the food chain, so we need to be more careful and we need to be more conscious of what we are eating and the things that we are doing right now in the environment. And in we can start in our home, such as separating the garbage and the planting trees, some stuff like that. We have to do it and we need to do it, because at the end of the day most of the time people in Australia and people in average are going to die if we don't continue to taking care of our environment. We saw the animal extinctions in Australia, the protective that in China, but at the end of the day, what will happen if the human being gets extinct? We also interview some people that say that we mentioned that this anonymous person is a woman, and she says that she thinks the most of the problems that is caused right now in the world is because all the human activity that we have done in order to prevail ourselves and keep living, but we don't see that the actually is that people are dying right now and we have to worry about that. We also find the opinion of people that is right now looking at engineering, environmental engineering, and she says that the human being needs to understand that sooner or later this planet will be over. It'll be our fault if we don't keep prevailing and surviving and like saying saving our world, because at the end of the day this is our world and we have to save it. We interview a person about 50 years old and says that it's sad for her to see how the stations doesn't look the same. When she was a teenager, she could see the stations changing in a way that you can see it, and right now you cannot see that stations happening. And I guess that all people have the same, that is saving our planet and doing what's best for their